You're muted, Bobby.
Thanks, Ruth.
No problem.
Good afternoon, everyone. We want to thank you for joining CCR&R for our week-long celebration, Caring for Essential Providers. We're glad that you could join us. This session today is sponsored by CCR&R of Southwest Iowa, which is Region 5. And to tell you more, here's Ruth Yerian.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to this event. This is all about you, all about the care that you provide for our children. You are truly essential workers. We have with us Miss Allison, and she is going to do a 30-minute program with us. So we're all excited about that and love to hear how your kids are. Those of you that have children awake, we'd love to hear how they're liking the program. So Miss Allison, off to you.
Thank you and welcome to everyone. I am so excited. Like has been shared already, my name is Miss Allison. My real name is Allison Antoine, but I operate Kindermusik at the Lakes. Got my shirt on today, up in Okoboji, Iowa. And so I'm just really excited to talk to you about music, and even just a little bit, we're gonna have a little music party. And so I'm just really looking forward to being able to share with you some of these things. So the first thing that I want to know is, who loves music? I know it's kind of a silly question, right? Because really, music engages all of us. We all love music. In fact, I'm guessing that many of you turn to music to relax. Many of you might turn to music when you want to have some energy to clean your house, right? Music is just something that we all can come around and be excited by in some way, shape, or form. And your children that you care for are no different. You probably turn on a little tune in your house and you can see the kiddos wiggle, right, or in your center. And that's really the power of music. What music is music actually connects every single part of a person's brain. It's really the only thing scientifically that does that. And we'll touch a little bit more about that as to why in a little while here. The one thing that I did want to just talk through a little bit about is music as transitions in and around your day. Now, if your kiddos, either in your home or in your center, are anything like my own children, transitions are tricky sometimes. And so I wanted to share a few ways that you can use music in transitions throughout your day. So let's just think about it. You know, you're getting ready for the kiddos to arrive, and they're coming in the door, and it's just like, wow, crazy time, right? Sometimes music will help to kind of rein it in. In my classes, in any Kindermusik class for that matter, anywhere in the country or world, we always start with a little hello song, a little we're all here, let's center around, let's get ready for this time together. So I just want to teach you just a very short little song that you could use in your own homes or your centers. And it's kind of a repeat after me, but I'll kind of do the repeating since I know you're not all going to be able to sing to me. So what you may want to do is you may just want to gather your children in a little circle. You can do that if you have them here with you, or you can just imagine them in a circle. And just starting out with a little clap. Everyone's arrived for the day, and you're just going to kind of connect with everybody, give them all a little look. And your song might sound something like this. Good morning, good morning. How are you? How are you? Very well, thank you. Very well, thank you. How about you? How about you? A simple song that you can just just go through each of the children in your space. Now, if you have a large group, you can make it a little bit more general, right? You could say, you know, Tommy, it looks like you're not doing very well today. So maybe we could sing, I'm feeling sad, thank you. I'm feeling sad, thank you, right? It's kind of a way to even help them to engage in their emotions that they're feeling. If you have children who are from other countries in your space, you could always sing, Buenos dias, Buenos dias, etc. So you can just use that as just kind of a time to gather your children in the morning when they all get there. And really that helps kind of that community feeling as well, which I know is super important to you as childcare providers. Another time of transition that could be a little bit tricky is the cleaning up time, right? Yeah. Yes, anyone else relate to that? So cleaning up can be something that is a huge transition, a huge time when children do struggle with that particular transition. Barney, if y'all remember Barney from back in the day, he had a great way to do this. You guys probably remember this song. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. Right? He kind of started the whole trend there. In my studio, it's very simple. We just, whatever we're using, Play-Doh or toys or instruments, it's just a very simple toys away, time to put our toys away. And it's just a little more fun than, okay, y'all, it's time to clean up your toys, right? Even just that little musical insertion in and around your day can really help. If you're doing your dishes after snacks or something, you can do dishes away, so that we can go and play. Dishes away, etc., la la la. And just that simple little tune that you can really use for anything that you are doing in your space. So that's just another transition time. Yes, always singing, I love that. Always singing throughout your day. The other one that I just wanted to briefly teach you is our hand washing. Now, hand washing, maybe you already have some hand washing songs, but these are, you know, you've heard like sing the ABCs and all that, which is just fine too. But I have one that I just like to use even in my own home with kind of get your hands ready. We sing wash, wash, wash your hands, wash them oh so clean. Gotta wash our little hands, wash our hands so clean. Wash, wash, wash our wrists so clean. Gotta wash our wrists, wash our wrists so clean. Fingers, 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 right? So you kind of the row, row, row your boat song to really even something very simple as washing your hands. Children will tend to do what you would like them to more when it's a little bit more fun sounding, right? So there's just some little things that you can do, or if you're getting your coat on, time to put our coat on, put it on right now, so that we can go and play right now. Just those little things. If there's any little transitions in your day that you can think of that are just tricky, see what kind of a song that you can put it to, even if it is, you know, row, row, row your boat like I just did, or even if it's, you know, twinkle, twinkle, or something little that, you know, just a little melody that can really help with those little transition times. Another one that I really like to use when we're getting ready to read our book. Time to read a book today, book today, book today. Time to read a book today. Let's sit down. Tune of London Bridge. And I just repeated, you know, reading a book several times. So those are, again, just some ideas for some transitions. Now, if you're almost, I know many of you are in Iowa, and of course it's been cold and we haven't been able to be outside. And so that is hard for your littles who love to move. The ages of 0 to 7 are what movement and development experts call movement heaven. And your kiddos want to move. And that's really hard, again, when it's cold. However, one of the simplest ways that you can incorporate music and dancing and movement into your days is just a simple dance party. And so I want to do a few little dance parties called like the Move and Groove section right now. So the first thing is just going to be very simple. You don't even need anything for this particular time. But if you do have your kiddos around, you can go ahead and have them stand up or spread in and around your space. And we're going to shake, shake, shake our bodies, okay? So the first thing that we've got to shake, shake, shake is let's shake our hands. shake, 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 shake. And so we're gonna keep kind of doing some shaking of different body parts, right? Shake, 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 and stop. This is another really big transition piece that I use in my classroom a lot. This is the sign language for stop. And when you want a child to stop, and stop. And we kind of freeze our bodies. It's one of these executive function skills that we really want our children to be able to do. So when we go back, let's go back and shake, 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 shake. I'm gonna shake out my hands, gonna shake out my hands. Can we try to shake them up high? Shake them down low, shake them really low. There you go. I'm gonna shake out my hands. Shake, 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 and stop. Ooh, that felt really good, didn't it? Warming up our bodies. And again, children, especially if they're having some power struggles or some times that they're struggling with something, movement is a huge piece of that. What about our heads? Let's shake our heads, shake our heads, shake our heads. Gonna shake out my head, gonna shake out my head, shake it up high. Should we shake it down low? Let's try it, ready? Shake it down low. I'm gonna shake out my head, shake, 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 and stop. Now, especially with our head, that is really helping our children's vestibular system, which is really responsible for concentration and learning. And so again, when the kiddos are crazy, spinning, shaking, nodding your head is a really big piece of that vestibular stimulation. What about our feet? Now, if you want to get really fancy grown-ups, you can actually lie down on the ground and shake your toes. I might not do it because my screen is a little bit harder to see, but let's see if we can shake our feet. Shake our feet, ready? Shake our feet. Shake our feet. I'm gonna shake out my feet, gonna shake out my feet. Shake them up high. Oh, get those toes up high, ready? Shake them down low. There they go. We're gonna shake out our feet and stop. Now that is really fun. So there's a lot of benefits. You're talking about the body parts. You're giving them some high, some low vocabulary. They're seeing their friends do it and they're probably laughing, which is releasing those endorphins, right? How about the last one before I turn on some music? Let's shake out our whole bodies. Ready? Our arms and our legs and our shoulders. Let's try that. I'm gonna shake out my body, gonna shake out my body, shake it up high, shake it down low. I'm gonna shake out my body. Wow, look at us go. Stop. Yeah. So that again is just something that you can easily do with your children in your space. Now, I did mention a freeze dance, and I do want to lead you through a freeze dance. And a freeze dance, so simple. When the music is playing, you dance and you move around. Some people like to grab scarves or dish towels, or I even like to cut up crepe paper streamers just to have something super simple, ribbon. So if you have something like that in your space that you would like to grab for our freeze dance, absolutely, you are welcome to do that. Otherwise, again, just moving our bodies is so, so good. So as we get ready, I want us to get ready to shake, 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 and move, move, move. But when you hear the music, stop. We've got to freeze like a statue and be really, really still. Are you guys ready? Okay, here we go.
Shake out my hands, shake out my hands, shake them up high, shake them down low, shake out my hands.
Freeze! Freeze just like a statue.
Gonna shake out my feet, gonna shake out my feet, shake them up high, shake them down low, shake out my feet, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them up.
Freeze! Are you as still as a statue? Of course, this is going to be a little bit harder for the toddlers. Preschoolers and older will be really good at that.
Shake out my head, gonna shake out my head, shake it up high, shake it down low, shake out my head.
Freeze! I think I saw some of you get unfrozen. You gotta wait till the music comes. Ready?
Shake out my tummy, shake out my tummy, shake it up high, shake it down low, shake out my tummy, shake out my elbows, wanna shake out my elbows, shake 'em up high, shake 'em down low, shake out my elbows.
Yay! That was so much fun, my friends. And I saw somebody write in the chat that your heart rate is up. Oh boy, I tell you. You know, and that really brings some energy, right? And it brings some focus when we can use our bodies in a constructive way, right? And so that was what's really, really, really special. To be able to do a freeze dance. I will put in a little plug. Kindermusik has a free app, if you just search on whatever app store you want, of Kindermusik, and you can have an app and it has a ton of free music on it too. So you can just use that if you have a Bluetooth speaker or your computer or whatever. I'm kind of along the lines of the less screens, the better for the little ones especially. So if you just have a player that you can play off of and let them use their imaginations to dance and sing, that's super awesome. So yeah, thank you. Kindermusik.com is the Kindermusik International website. And like I said, on the App Store is where you can find the Kindermusik app. Now, the last thing before we kind of calm down a little bit is I just wanted to share one more instrument play along. And, you know, some people think that instruments have to be really complicated, but if you're anything like my child, that when they were, 1 year old, they took all the Tupperware out of my cupboard and started banging on them, right? So instruments can be so simple. They can be pots and pans in your house. They can be, I've got a water bottle here that I'm going to use as my instrument, right? Instruments can be anything. I like to make egg shakers with kiddos and fill Easter eggs. It's coming up to be Easter. So fill Easter eggs with Cheerios. That's a safe thing to fill them with for the little ones. And put some washi tape or duct tape around the seam of the egg, and you've got an egg shaker, right? So lots of super easy things to do. So great ideas going on in the chat as well. Even the other day, I took 2 yogurt containers and clunked them together and it sounded kind of like a horse, right? And so that's really what an instrument can be. In fact, you probably have some instruments in your house right now. So if you guys can go ahead and find yourself an instrument. See my transition? I'm singing a song too. Find yourself an instrument. Find yourself an instrument. Let's see what you've got. And it's at this point that you could, talk to the kiddos about what kind of instrument do they have. Wooden spoons or even silverware spoons are great. It makes great sounds. You can talk about what kind of sound they're making. That really helps describe the timbre of the music and just some of those different best sounds in the world, right? So one of the main thing with instrument play is just to do it together and to be there and have fun together. In our classes, we focus a lot on the steady beat of the music, and that's how we as adults tend to kind of keep that beat of the music. The kiddos may or may not. They're just gonna have fun with their shakers, and that's where that brain connection comes, when they have two things that they're doing with their hands in a different way, unilateral or bilaterally. It really connects between that corpus callosum of their brain. So doing music is really critical to that. And also just notice what they're doing. Tommy, you are tapping on your bottle. Listen to that cool sound. Ting, 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 ting. It's called scaffolding. Notice what they're doing, join in with them, and even just, encourage them. Tommy, you can tap it like this. What if you scratched it? Ooh, that makes a really cool sound too. So that's just a basic principle of scaffolding as well. So friends, if you've got your instruments, I'd say, let's get ready to play, shall we? Again, grown-ups, you just kind of focus on that steady beat. And you know what? Some of the kids might want to dance around again, or you, because this is a fiddle tune, and that's a really good thing to do on a fiddle tune. Whatever you guys want to do, totally fine. So let's go ahead and play our instruments. Ready? Here we go. I always tell the grown-ups in class, if you're ever having a bad day, just put on a fiddle tune and or a banjo tune, and it's just like instant pick you up, right? So fun. Now, I shouldn't say the downside, but the alternative side is the energy that does happen when you do these movement and music and playing instruments and all that stuff. And so I wanted to share, kind of as we wrap up my portion of the time anyway, just some tricks and tips to kind of help calm down our heartbeats. I was telling the grown-ups in my class even just today that our children tend to go to the beat of their own heartbeat, which is usually much faster than ours, which is why they tend to move faster than we do, right? And so to kind of calm them down and to set the mood, whether that's for your rest time or, you know, right before a meal or something like that, one of the biggest things we do is we take our big breaths. And this is probably not new to any of you, but in order to get from our hind brain to our front brain, we've got to take our breaths, okay? So I want you guys to pretend like you've got a big, big balloon right in front of you, okay? And we're gonna take 3 big breaths. And when we blow in, when we suck in, I should say, our balloon comes up to the top of our head. And then when we blow out, our balloon comes back down right in front of us, okay? Ready? Everybody get your balloons ready. And take your big, big breath. In, in. And then blow it out, 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 out. Gotta do it again, right? In. Out, 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 out. One more time, 3 breaths is what it actually really takes to do that to your brain. In, in. Out, 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 out. And Becky Bailey, who I have her book right here, Conscious Discipline. Perhaps some of you have heard of it or read it. She's really great. She talks about just the elements of connection and how that helps with children. And one of them is just the eye contact, physical touch, presence, and playfulness. And you guys have already just done all of those things in just these past couple of minutes. And really, and then at the end, she has what are called I love you rituals. And I'm going to share one with you right now. It's to the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it really does incorporate all of these things. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to find your eyes, right? And if you've got kiddos that you are around or are able to touch on their face, I know some kiddos get a little hesitant about that, but we find our eyes, and then we find our cheeks, and then we go up to our head, and then we go down to our feet. So that incorporates that physical touch, the presence. You have to be there to physically touch someone, right? And then here's how our little song goes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child you are, with bright eyes and nice round cheeks, a talented person from your head to your feet. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, what a wonderful child and grown up even you are. And I just think, what if every child heard that song every day of their life, or at least once a week if you're in class with me, to help them to remember that they are important. And so are you grown-ups, and for what you're doing. And so I'm really grateful to have been on here, and I hope you guys had fun. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully your kiddos are, you know, riled up now. Bobby or Ruth, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you very much. I love the I love you rituals. They are my favorite. When I was in the class, I would teach them all the time. So I appreciate you showing that. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us for this Care for Essential Providers this afternoon. And resetting yourself with music. CCR&R Southeast Iowa would like to extend a huge thank you to Miss Allison for volunteering her time today. She did this voluntary for us, so we really do appreciate that. So thank you. We hope you have learned some few ideas that you can incorporate with your children in your childcare program, and some new songs about routine and transitions. And helping children calm down. That's the most important thing. I love music, and it's funny because I used to sing to my kids all the time, asking them to do things or what was coming next, and they just loved it. So that was great. Thank you. One of the goals of Kindermusik is to boost brain power, and you can do that through so many different things: expressive language, social and emotional development, sensory awareness, whole body movement, fine motor skills, cognitive, musical skills. And here's those blogs and those resources that Allison was talking about, to where you can download this on your Google Play or App Store, so that you can have some of that music for your children to use. It also boosts development, literacy and development with music. And it just reminds us how much music is part of reading and talking and language. And if you were to use kindercare music, or really probably any music, you can demonstrate 36% gain in language and literacy skills. So that's really important to when we're working with our young children that we do. You know, music builds memory. Music builds imagination. You know, if you're moving just to music, you know, letting the children choose what way they want to move their bodies, you know, that's using their imagination. I really love this quote. One of my co-workers shared this quote with me from Dr. Patricia Vanden from the Early Childhood Education Department at, hope I don't kill it, Manchesterville College. Making music with others gives children a wonderful feeling of belonging to a group. Children who might have difficulties joining in with others because they are shy or have limited English ability or special needs, they freely participate when it comes to music activity. And I think that's so important. You know, no matter what music is playing, it could be from a different language, but we all can enjoy music together. And don't forget about those babies, you providers that work with babies. It is so important to have music with babies. It can brighten their mood, it can benefit their brain and boost language skills. So just don't think just because your baby can't move yet, or you know, can't understand the words, they still love that rhythm and that beat into that music. Music is for all ages. So music is good for you. It's good for parents. It's good for older people. It's good for babies. Music relaxes us. It calms us. It can lower our blood pressure. So music isn't just for a certain age. The other thing that we wanted to kind of just bring into is music can also help to cope with COVID-19. This has been a really hard year, and I know you guys have really noticed the year. And you don't have to be musically inclined to reap the benefits of music. Aside from playing a musical instrument, music listening in itself relieves endorphins in your system. When listening to music that you enjoy, dopamine, the feel-good chemical, and serotonin, the happy chemical, is released in your brain, and you are given a sense of pleasure and boosts your mood. So music is just so nice to have around, even if you're just playing it in the background with the children while they're playing and working in the centers. That's also a nice thing as well. Music bonds us together. We talked about this earlier, where, you know, we don't have to have the same language to enjoy music. So music bonds us together. It's not just listening to music that can change our behavior for the better. Movement to music helps too, but it's not the movement of the dance itself that inspires the kindness and the helpfulness, although that might contribute a little. Instead, it's a way the music helps synchronize us with other people. So it's just so important, and it's a great way to bond together. We would really like to thank you again for coming to this event, and so that we could celebrate you, celebrate your children. Like I said, you guys are essential providers. You're so important to Iowa. Research shows that using music, particular for everything from improving relaxation, for pain and stress management. So you know what? Today, do something for yourself. Be excited. Listen to your favorite song. Let's do your favorite dance with your children at childcare, or even with your children at home. CCR&R is here to support Iowa in everything childcare. We have local childcare consultants who help centers and homes and preschools. We have parent specialists that can help parents find childcare that fits their family needs while providing education about what childcare is in Iowa. We also work with communities to work on childcare solutions. If you need any of this information, please take a look at our website on our webpage. And now for the exciting part. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but there is 20 lucky winners that is going to receive this kit of music just to kind of get you started providing music in your classroom. So the winners are, and I apologize ahead of time if I butcher anyone's last names because names are not my forte, but I have Tina Potoff, I have Susan Heron, Stacy Colano, Sherry Clark, Sarah Davis, Renee, it's SCHLICHET, Natalie Bogars, Megan Vallon, Malia Love, Lisa Davis, Leah Baker, Carrie Wellman, Kalliana Hagebush, Joan West, Jacqueline Howe, Emily Clint, Sydney Klingersmith, Bree Hepper, Barbara Vasquet, VSEK or VSETECKA, and Angela Dobbs. So I will go ahead and get with you and email you, make sure I have your address and phone number and contact information so that I can get those mailed out to you. Again, thank you for joining today, and please come back tomorrow night. We have a session at 6 p.m. Finding the Best in You with Self-Reflection, and that's sponsored by Region 3. So I'm really excited about that. Also, if you want to listen to these recordings again, you can go onto our YouTube main page at the bottom on the home page on the bulletin board. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you again for all that you do. Bobby, back to you.